Hi friends, I'm Luke.
And I'm Danielle.
And together we're Pacific Trek, a couple passionate about travel and living life to the full.
In 2019, we moved from our home in Jensen Beach, Florida to Australia.
Along the way, we went on a cruise to the Bahamas.
And an epic road trip across the US from Miami to Los Angeles.
We visited so many awesome places.
From the Georgia Aquarium in Atlanta and to the French Quarter in New Orleans.
All the way to the Grand Canyon and sunset over Santa Monica. We want to take you along for the ride.
Today, we start the journey aboard the Norwegian Sky.
So the adventure begins.
Yeah, and if you're in Westfield, you definitely have to ride the Brightline just to ride the Brightline. It's like you're boarding an airplane.
It is very fancy. But yesterday was huge, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yesterday was big.
What was this?
We handed in our keys to the apartment.
We handed in our keys to our apartment. It was Luke's last day.
Last day at
and we
work.
turned in my car.
Oh man, it was huge.
Talk about mental exhaustion.
Lots of goodbyes, very emotional. It was, you know, it's the finishing of one thing and the beginning of something new.
My first one. Kind of, sort of. First big ship.
So we're waiting to get on the ship.
I thought we were taking a picture.
Yeah, there you go. It's been a bit of an interesting experience so far. Apparently they don't have the Australian visa on file like we did, so we had to wait for them to figure that out.
Yeah.
Which was a little frustrating. Yeah. When we first boarded the ship, we couldn't go straight to our room because it wasn't ready yet. So we walked around and had a bit of a look at some of the different things, from the gift shops to the bars and restaurants on board, just to get a bit of a feel for the ship while we were waiting for our room to be ready. It's always a good idea to have a bit of a day bag with you so that you've got some items while you're waiting for your luggage to be delivered to your room. On the first day of the cruise, as you're boarding, you'll notice that there's a lot of giveaways and vouchers being handed out, and the jewelry store on board had a free charm bracelet. There were also just little tours and information sessions around the ship as well. So it's a lot of fun to just get aware of what's available on board. So definitely recommend doing that. And they will try and sell you on a couple of things as well. So that's something to be aware of. And it's also a great time to sign up for any day excursions. It is cheaper if you book them online before the cruise though.
Here's our room. It was a queen-size bed, which was really nice. It had nice artwork. It gave you the itinerary for the day, and you had a big closet with a safe and some drawers in there. So we unpacked right away. And then our bathroom wasn't anything to write home about. It's pretty good size for a interior stateroom, so really enjoyed it. The workout room had a nice ballet studio you could go with windows all the way around, had weight machines. Then here was the theater, and you could watch shows. They had singing shows. a comedy show, and they had dancing and performing, and it was awesome. I loved going here every night just to see what they had. And it got full pretty quick. So we mainly stayed on the balcony that you see up there, and it's very close quarters. So if you want a good seat to a show, you'd have to get there very early so you could have some leg room. This is one of the restaurants that we went to. And we have some pea soup and ravioli. The food was absolutely wonderful. We loved it. And you can order anything you wanted, and it was open seating, meaning that you can go in anytime you wanted to. Now the spa was one of the favorite parts that I loved. Luke and I went in for a raffle, and Luke ended up winning. So we had a $700 gift card. And we actually did tours. So once we entered the raffle, the lady asked if we wanted to do a tour of the facilities. So this is what we're doing right now, is getting a tour of the sauna, getting a tour of the lockers, and inside the spa itself.
And they give you a free massage as well on the first day. Just a quick one, just on your shoulder. This is the top deck where you'll see the swimming pool, and they've got like a stage up there as well, and great views from right around, especially when you're docked in Miami and you get such a beautiful view of the city. And we got free pizza on the first day as well. But you can see Miami looks really cool.
Look at that blue water.
Yeah, so nice. One of my favorite things about the first day was watching the sunset as we were leaving Miami. It was just beautiful. The sun was setting behind the city, and everybody was in party atmosphere. All the other ships were leaving as well, so we get to watch them. We were one of the later ships to leave, so we get to go up and do a big U-turn, and such a great atmosphere to be on deck, and there's music playing, and just a great way to start the big trip. We're on our Norwegian Sky cruise, baby.
Yeah, we're leaving right now.
Yeah, look at that over there. That's Miami in the background.
Beautiful.
The boat had actually sailed away, and I hadn't even realised it.
You should show them the sunset.
Oh yeah, check this out. What are your thoughts so far today?
So, first day was a little rough, but it's getting better. I was given 2 free drinks. Hello. And we got a little free mini demo massage, so that really... It's kind of chilly, and I did not like the mustard.
What didn't you like about it?
I am semi-claustrophobic, and I was right up against Luke.
That is crammed in.
And someone else for a good half hour or more, and it was hot, and didn't feel good.
So if you haven't been on a cruise before, the must was where they show you how to put a life jacket on and all that jazz. We couldn't see any of that.
No. It's horrible, but this is making up for it because of the beautiful view.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.